One girl who's back you don't have no more is Jennifer Aydin. Right out the gate, we saw the end of your friendship and it was just like, oh my God, what happened off camera? I know you guys kind of talked about it a little bit, but can you sort of explain why you decided you were done with Jennifer Aydin?
I'm done because the way she treated me and how she felt about me and the way she spoke about me was unwarranted. Maybe not to her, but even in the examples that she gave didn't make sense. I did reach out to her off camera. I did try to speak to her as a friend, and she said, I'll see you at the reunion. So when somebody does that, that's not what you do. That's somebody you do that you had a fight with on the show that you were never really friends with in the first place. So that showed me a lot. That was a very pivotal moment for me to see that the person who I have stuck up for so much and feel that I've been there for, spoke to me like, I'll see you at the reunion. I've been a friend to you on the show since you've been on, brought you on. I've left events with you. I've had your back when you were undefendable, whether you were in front of me or not. And this is the way I get treated.
And that's why I was so confused when she was doing interviews during the season and calling you a jerk. What was your reaction to her calling you a jerk, Dolores?
So I don't listen to it, but I get phone calls about it. So by the time it was time for me to speak, like I'm not going to give her attention, Evan, because she looks for it. I'm not giving it to her. So I'm done with that. So when it was time for me to speak, maybe I said one or two things that she used against me. Like I said, I don't even remember, but she's like, well, you said this. I go, because you were talking me for probably 5 interviews before I got to that one. And I didn't even respond. Like I was getting calls saying, clap back, but that's not how I do things. I'm going to speak to you at your face, which I did on the couch, which I tried to do before that as a woman to woman talk, but it didn't work out that way. Listen, Evan, I'm good. I feel like, probably it's better for both me and Jen.
Jennifer said that you kind of jumped ship between your friendships with her and Jackie and Margaret. What's your response to that?
Well, there was no merit behind it. So, when Margaret explained to me why she did why she brought up what she did about Bill, I understood more because I didn't know. I'm not someone who gets involved behind the scenes. I don't listen to the podcast. I don't listen to the shit talking. I don't. But Margaret explained to me all this stuff that was going on that I didn't know about. So then I was like, all right, I get it now. I get it. I wouldn't have done it. I'm not saying I agree with Margaret, but I understand more. And so then Jennifer was mad at that because Jackie questioned that. Like, why would you understand more? But then Jennifer understood more also. Jennifer goes, I understand why you did that to me, Margaret, right? So Jennifer could understand why she actually did it to her. But when I understood it, it was wrong. So now when I start to see this kind of behavior towards me and you're just looking for a reason, now you got your reason. You're good, Jennifer. We're good.
One thing that I loved about the reunion was the clarity that we got about the conversation that took place before you told Jennifer not to cry over the Bill affair.
She should have done it. She should have stepped up and said, listen, I asked her to be tough with me and I asked her to actually stop me from crying and get me water. How would I know to get her water if she didn't tell me? She's like, I'm like, hold on, I'll get you water. Stop crying. Then I'm like, stop crying. Like, walk in this house with your head up and your shoulders back. That's what I told her. Because you have a good marriage. This is something you got through and be proud of it. But she wanted to take it wasn't the way she wanted to take it this season. So I didn't realize that, sorry.
Yeah, well, it was interesting to hear her say at the reunion that she thought you had this hidden agenda for her not to cry, to make Margaret look better. What did you think of her saying that?
I almost fell off the chair. I almost fell off the chair because it was so far-fetched to what I thought. And Teresa, told her that's not what she was doing. I understand what she was doing. And, even though when my mom was sick and going through all that, I would call her and check on her, not realizing she was talking behind my back.
Do you think there is a pathway to mending things with Jennifer, down the road at some point?
Mended. All good. The way I left that reunion is the way it'll stay. This is the way it is. This is fine. I don't have to be everyone's friend. I'm not used to being treated like this by women. Sorry. Or anyone, because I don't deserve it.